see you're buying a copy of Madden.
Well, it is Madden season.
Wait a minute. You're buying Madden 2021. Why would you want to buy last year's edition? It's more worthless than dirt.
Fine, you caught me. I'm buying this because I don't want to spend $70 on a game I know I'm not gonna like.
You're buying Madden? I've heard great things about that game.
Where did you come from?
I'm the manager. I hide underneath the desk sometimes and listen to what customers are buying.
Sometimes?
Mostly all the time.
Anyway, I heard you were buying Madden. I heard that was one of the best MMORPG games from Taiwan.
This is a football simulator made by EA.
What's football?
Can I buy this now?
Well, I'll give it to you free if you let us come and try it with you.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, okay, sure, whatever.
Hey, look at that! It's EA! I wonder what they've been up to. I mean, it could be worse. They could be burning puppies. Madden is one of this world's inevitabilities. As long as these games keep coming out, the death toll keeps going up. I'm not saying they're connected, but this is the only planet with Madden games and death, so I don't like this franchise. I've never been a big fan of the yearly release with very little change between this year's thing and last year's thing, but it still costs just as much tactic. And EA is not exactly my favorite video game franchise out there. However, I've never actually played one of these games before, so I figured I should actually get one of these things and try it out so I can fully decide that I hate it.
Don't you think you're being a little harsh on the game? If you've never tried it, how do you know you hate it?
Yeah, like I wasn't a big fan of Arson or Bethesda until I tried them out, and I realized I loved them.
I genuinely don't know which of those is worse. Also, I don't hate these games. I hate the business practices that EA uses when making these games. I hate how they basically take the same game and just re-release it for a marked up price of $70. Anyway, I only have 2 controllers, so you guys are gonna have to share. I guess that'll work.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh, so that's where that comes from. The Madden series got its start back in 1988 as John Madden Football. Now, you may be asking, who the heck is John Madden? Well, John Madden was a football coach who was popular for some reason. Look, I don't follow sports, okay? Anyway, he was first approached by EA in 1984 to help make the game, but he wouldn't allow the game to be endorsed until it was as realistic to football as it could possibly be. Which is why the game kept getting delayed until it finally released as realistically as possible in 1988. The series has been a yearly release ever since and has been going on for like 30 years, which is quite impressive. Gameplay of Madden is not fun.
No, it can't be. Tell me it isn't true!
To be fair, I know next to nothing when it comes to football. I am absolutely an outsider looking in. I understand the basic idea and appeal of it. There's a lot of strategy to be had with 2 opposing teams who both need to get a ball to opposing ends of a field. The problem is the game is only fun like half the time. When you're playing offense, you get to control whoever is holding the ball, making it so that you have to decide where you want to run. However, if you have no idea what you're doing, like me, then this will last for about 5 seconds before you're put back into the other part of the gameplay, the strategy. You are given a bunch of options for how to set up your team. All you have to do is press a button and bam, your team is now set up for failure. You do your play a few times until you switch it up, and now you are playing defense, which is even more boring because it takes out the fun of controlling wherever the guy holding the ball goes. Now you basically just press a button and wait. Over and over. Until it comes back to you being offense, and now you get the ball for a few seconds before you get pummeled and wash, rinse, repeat. It's a game of football, but the way that you barely control the players makes it almost feel like a game of chess.
You got a problem with chess?
There's also a bunch of other modes that I didn't check out. This franchise, which looked like it could be pretty fun if you wanted to be a football coach or own a team or something like that. But I do not want to do that, so I completely ignored it. There was also this Face of the Franchise mode, which looked like it might be some kind of story mode, but again, I didn't care, so I just ignored it. Those are really the only other modes that looked like they had some value and were worth your time. Everything else just looked like a simple multiplayer variation. Anyway, moving on to presentation. It's actually kind of neat. It's like watching a football game on your TV if the football game you were watching was made by Telltale. I mean, it's got everything. Slow motion replays, announcers, cutaways, everything. Music-wise, this game uses generic rap songs that honestly kind of suck. Other than that, there's nothing to talk about for music, so let's just move on to graphics, where all I have to say is that I am playing the PS5 version of this game, and it looks like this. Visual glitches are pretty prevalent, and just overall, this game does not look very good. Like, look at this guy's hair. Is it made of cardboard? How does this stay floating like that?
Well, that wasn't fun.
Come on, you didn't enjoy throwing the pigskin around?
Wait, we were done with pigs? I actually love pigs. I hate pigs.
I was always pretty down the middle on my stance on pigs.
After playing a game of Madden, I came away with the conclusion that I will be giving it the Not My Thing award. If you enjoy football, then I can understand why you would want this. The problem is, I don't enjoy football, so I don't really care about anything that was happening on the screen.
But that may be true for you. I personally had a great time. I think it's one of the best hack and slash games made in India.
Again, it was a football simulator made by EA. Alright then. Well, wait, before you guys go, what are your names?
I'm Clyde Dusker, employee at Plant Supplies Plus.
And I'm Earl Lansing, employer at Plant Supplies Plus.
CouldiBeColin, buyer of Madden 21. See ya.
Bye!
Well, that could have been better. Like, overall, I think Madden is a fine enough game franchise, and I wouldn't really care about it that much if EA wasn't just releasing the same game every year with minor enhancements, improved graphics, and a marked up price of $70. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but I feel like if you play Madden with your friends, you should probably coordinate with them when you all buy new Maddens so that you're buying them every 3 to 4 years and not burning $60 to $70 every single year for very little enhancements. However, I do not think that Madden is the greatest sinner of this strategy of releasing games. That award I would probably give to FIFA. I mean, seriously, how do you market the fact that literally nothing has changed as a selling point?